is it?
What? My eyes. 3:30?
AM or PM?
AM. I think, I don't know. Days just melt into each other.
Oh my goodness. Will we ever sleep again?
Oh yeah, we'll sleep again. Sometime.
All she does is fuss all night.
No, nothing works. Nothing. Now we sing to her. She screams. We read a book. She screams. Give her a squeaky toy. Watch. Hey. You want the squeaky toy? Oh, she hates the squeaky toy. I mean, everything makes her so mad.
When, Charles, when are we ever going to sleep again?
In 18 years.
18 years?
Shh.
I'm sorry. Do you know how old I will be in 18 years? I'm gonna have gray hair, a bad hip.
I'll be in a nursing home.
This is it. This is our life now. A disaster of a house spit up all over us.
Zombies from no sleep. What have we done? We're not fit to be parents.
Charles.
What, Linda, what?
She's falling asleep.
Really? Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, she's so cute. Look at those little eyelashes.
And her turned up nose. Oh, she is just a doll.
Oh, just the cutest. Oh, I love being a parent.
Yeah, me too. What a blessing, right?
I know.
Okay. Let's let her sleep.
Yes.
We can get a nap or something.
Shh, be quiet. Let's tiptoe out.
Okay, yeah. Really quiet. Shh. Very quiet.
Charles! No, don't step on the...
I'm sorry.
Listening to the radio station where the hosts of heaven sing. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And if you feel them good vibrations coming from the joy his love can bring, turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. And the glory share. Turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. And turn your radio on. Come on.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Main Street Music Show. Got a pretty good show for you this month, featuring our acting company, the Main Street Players, Jamie Cloutier and Daniel Cross. Today's show is brought to you by the Dog Owners Guild DOG and Back Crackin Chiropractic. Stick around and enjoy the show.
Turn your radio on and listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on and your glory share. Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Whoa. Vortex Vengeance was even better the second time. I don't remember it being so fast at last year's fair.
It sure was. I'm a little woozy. I haven't ridden carnival rides in like 5 years.
Oh, you gotta try this one. The Spinning Cyclone of Sin. It's great.
Oh, I'm not sure spinning is what I want to do right now. That funnel cake isn't settling like I hoped.
Okay, well, yeah,
Oh.
let's give it a break, though. We can just walk around.
So, do you come to the fair every year?
Oh, yeah. We've been coming since we moved here when I was 5. I mean, I can't go a year without a corn dog and a fried Oreo. It wouldn't be a summer without a corn dog mustard stain on my shirt.
Oh, I'm sure that will come out.
Oh, it's fine. So, did you go to many fairs back in Ohio? Or?
I went to the state fair once to show a horse, but we didn't have any local ones.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up. 3 throws, $5. Stuffed animal. Next victim. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Is this a weird place to take a third date? I don't know.
No, it's fun. I've never been on a date to a fair, and it's kinda cute.
Step right up. Step right up. Hey you, mustard stain boy. Do you want a giant stuffed panda bear for your little lady?
No, I'm good. Do I have something on my shirt?
That's fine. Not manly enough anyway.
What?
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up.
Why don't you try it? It looks pretty simple.
Easy peasy. 3 bowls, 3 milk jugs. Knock 'em all over. Get a stuffed panda for the lady.
Yeah. Oh, let's do it. Okay. $5. Fine. Here you go.
Can he do it? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a fireball-slinging Nolan Ryan. The big unit, Randy Johnston ain't lying. Tonight's the night, so don't be shy. Give it a throw. Let those fastballs fly. Just a bit outside. Give it another try.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
And we've got some contact. Ooh, number 3 in the show. Step up and take your turn. Let that ball go. Strike 3. You are out. No panda for Prince Weakling.
Oh well.
Well, good try, though.
Well, let's try the carousel. Will that be okay with your stomach?
Oh, yeah.
Quitter. A chicken and his dinner. Flimsy arms, flimsy moves. Never the winner. Always loses.
Okay, let's go.
So sad, folks. It's a real tough deal. He even laughs at the jokes that cut like steel.
Hey, buddy, would you knock it off, okay?
Step right up. Step right up. 3 bowls, 3 jugs.
You know, okay, let's go. Five more dollars. Here.
3 more bowls. Step right up, everyone, and watch the train wreck in slow motion.
I'll show you. Ugh.
Steerag 1.
Ugh.
Steerag 2.
This one is gonna.
Steerag 3, and you're out. I'd say the hurdler throws like a girl, but that'd be an insult to all women. And I, of course, would never do such a thing. Speaking of women, hey, ma'am, why don't you find yourself a real man?
Hey, that is my date, you jerk!
Ooh, his words are as strong as his flimsy arms. Lots of sagging there.
Fine. Give me 6 more. Here, watch this. Oh, come on, this game is stupid.
Takes one to know one.
What are we, 5 now? Here's $50. Give me the bucket.
Oh, come on, Ethan. Let's just go ride something.
Not until I win that panda. Are you kidding me?
You've got the power of a kitten and the aim of a cross-eyed pigeon.
This game is impossible.
Impossible is that they allow you to drive in this state.
Oh, give me more. How much do I have? 18, 19, 20, $3.53. That should be
Ethan, let's
fine.
just go.
No, give me those balls.
Oh, this is dumb. I'm leaving.
Fine, go ahead.
Steerag. Oh.
I did it. You didn't think I could do it. Now who looks like an idiot? Nah. Give me that panda.
I'm sorry. The panda's only for when you knock over the jugs 3 times in a row. For one time, you get this keychain.
Are you kidding me? I just spent $80 on this keychain? Give me that ball. You better run.
Hey, security! Security! Ah! Another satisfied customer.
Listen up. Our funding has come through for the next big film project. The financier is giving us complete freedom on this project, so let's do something meaningful that can really make an impact on the world. What do you got?
I've been working on a project. It's not much of a commercial piece, but more focused on using creativity to alter people's perspective of the environment.
Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Tell me more.
Cool. It's called Whispers of the Wild.
Love it so far.
Okay. So in Whispers of the Wild, environmental scientist Lena Rivers returns to her Pacific Northwest hometown, now on the brink of collapse due to unchecked deforestation. So, determined to save the forest that shaped her childhood, Lena faces off against the powerful timber company led by Ethan McKenna's family. As Lena and Ethan, a forester torn between his family's legacy and his love for the environment, clash over their differing views, they discover a shared passion for the wilderness and an unexpected love for each other. Together, they must unite the town and prove that sustainable practices can save both the forest and their future.
Yes, this is what we're talking about. We have human emotions,
Awesome.
a connection to the audience, and we are causing positive change in the world. What else do you have, Vivian?
Well, I've been working on a piece about issues with the prison system, but I don't know if it has wide appeal.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're looking for ideas that are outside of the box here. We have a blank check and an opportunity to change people's lives for the better. Let's hear more about it.
Okay, it's called A Father's Sentence.
I like it already.
In A Father's Sentence, Michael Reeves, a loving father, is thrust into a nightmare when his son Tyler is falsely accused of a crime he did not commit. With the weight of the world on his shoulders and knowing that Tyler's life would be ruined by a conviction, Michael makes an unthinkable decision. He confesses to the crime and takes his son's place in prison. As Michael navigates the brutal realities of incarceration, he uncovers dark secrets that point to a larger conspiracy behind the false accusation. As Michael fights to survive behind bars, he must also find a way to expose the truth and secure Tyler's freedom, all while enduring the heart-wrenching consequences of his sacrifice.
Yes, yes, yes. I almost want to greenlight it right now. This is what we're talking about, people. We have a chance to change the world through film. Give me more, fire them off.
Okay, I've got one. Rescue in Silence. A teenage girl lost in the foster system has endured years of neglect and trauma, leaving her withdrawn and voiceless. When she meets Dr. Kate Sullivan, a compassionate therapist who sees beyond Emily's silence, the two embark on a journey of healing that gives Emily the courage to reclaim her life and find her voice.
Love it. Next.
A determined woman fights against a powerful corporation's ruthless legal tactics to save her family home.
Fighting the man. Yes. Next.
A tight-knit community bands together to rebuild a farmer's devastated barn after a fire.
Perfect. More.
An inner-city boy trapped in poverty and the gang life finds a new path to redemption and hope through the banjo.
Ooh, blending genres. Go.
An older man grieving the loss of his family finds unexpected solace in his new neighbors.
Perfect. Carl.
What? Yeah, it's called Galactic Showdown, Rise of the Quantum Titans.
I'm listening.
Earth's mightiest heroes unite with cosmic allies to battle an unstoppable army of interdimensional invaders in an epic clash of dazzling superpowers and jaw-dropping explosions that will redefine the limits of visual spectacle and pure, unadulterated fun.
There it is, Carl. That's our next movie.
Oh, nice. It's got everything. Explosions.
Great.
Loud noises.
Amp it up.
Witty
The
punchlines.
dumber, the better.
And an all-star cast of sellouts.
Yes, yes, and yes. I love it. Let's do it. Give me a script and we have a movie.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought you wanted something original.
And that would change the world.
I did.
Well, Carl's idea is it's pretty much this new superhero movie, just like the 307 others before it.
It doesn't do anything to help man.
Look, you guys, this is not a good look for you. Just because Carl's idea is better, that doesn't mean that you have to be nasty about it.
Wait, how is it better? It's the same plot we've heard a million times.
Yeah, Jasper's movie was about an inner-city kid finding success in the banjo.
And Vivian's was about fighting the giant corporations.
You're just in it for the money, aren't you?
You don't care about art or the positive change that can come through media. You just want to cash in like everyone else.
Calm down, that's not true. I want change, just the same as both of you.
Yeah, right.
Fine, let's vote on it. Who wants the mandolin kid thing?
It's a banjo.
Whatever. Okay. 1 vote for the banjo. How about the sappy story about the corporation? Okay. 1 vote for that. And the galactic showdown rise of the quantum titans. 2 votes. All right. Galactic showdown. It is.
Come on!
Not again!
Don't be sore losers. I'm sure someone will take you up on your dumb movie ideas that won't make $1. Come on, Carl. Let's
What?
find a real indie director.
Oh, okay.
I think Jon Favreau and Joss Whedon are available.
Carl here. Do you need some adjusting? Or some cracking? Do you have nagging aches and pains that just won't go away? Well, you're wasting your time going to some highfalutin, know-it-all doctor and throwing your money away on a treadmill at physical therapy that ain't gonna do a thing for you. What you need is a good back cracking here at Carl's. Well, come on down to Carl's, where we can just set just about anything for you. Having trouble with that hip? Yeah. Oh. A little twist, pull, and a... Oh! Now, how's the hip?
I can't feel it anymore. My legs have gone numb too.
You're welcome. What about that neck pain?
Yeah, it hurts right here.
Oh, we can fix that too. A little of this and... And as those French people would say, voila. But not only do we help adults, we also adjust the kiddos. Is your baby constipated? We can take care of that as well. Sir, would you please change the diaper? You're going to scare all the customers away. We do not use those pansy activator whatchamacallits. We just use brute strength. For those skeptics of you out there who are saying, how can I trust you? You never went to medical school, blah, blah, blah. You can trust me, because I'm a doctor. That's right. I got an honorary doctorate at the Purdy Gap Community College in history. So yes, I am a doctor. If you got anything hurting you, which we all do, come on down to Crackin Chiropractic.
Well, AI is everywhere, and it's hard to deny how popular it is, and how much it already affects our lives, and we don't even know it. Many creatives and artists are shunning AI and staying away from it, but we've decided to embrace it here at the Main Street Music Show. We are amazed at the power of AI to really connect with humans on such a deep and intimate level. So this past week, I asked AI to write a sketch for our show. The prompt I gave it was to write it about freshmen starting their first day of college, and here's what we got. For this reading, Jamie will play the part of Sally, and Dan will play the part of Dan. Now we'll do the screen direction. Are we ready? Dan. A strapping juvenile enters a classroom full of other people his age. The room has hanging tiles, a chalkboard, and desks. Dan sees only one empty seat beside Sally. Sally is young and pretty. Dan sits beside Sally.
Hi there. What is your name?
My name is Sally Marie Washington. What is your name?
My name is Daniel Edwards Smith, but my nickname is Dan, so you can call me Dan if you wish.
Hello, Dan.
I'm very nervous about the first day of class. I am a freshman, and this is the fall semester, so this is my first class at the university level. Are you nervous as well?
Very much so. It is intimidating being in college on your own. I mean, my parents began to give me some freedoms as I advanced through secondary school, and I did feel more liberated when I began to drive and got my first job. But being in college, 293 miles away from my mother and father is very scary.
I understand, Sally. This is my first time away from home as well. I was the big man on campus back at Riverview High School, but I feel like a small fish in a large pond here at the State University.
You attended Riverview High School?
I sure did. I was the quarterback for the American football team there. I also played small forward for the boys basketball team, and I was a starting pitcher for the baseball team. Baseball is America's pastime.
Wow. I completed my high school diploma at Greenwood County High School, where I was on the cheerleading squad for 4 years. The last 2 years, I was a co-captain. Go Wildcats.
Greenwood County High School. Boo. I threw 3 touchdown passes against your high school's American football team, and then I rushed for 2 more touchdowns as we went on to defeat your team in the district championship. Go, Bulldogs.
I remember watching that game from the sidelines. Wow, we were rivals, and now here we are sitting next to one another in a freshman-level French course entitled French 101 with Madame Bernard.
Sally.
Yes, Dan.
I know we have had a rocky beginning to our friendship.
We sure have. We are old rivals.
However, would you attend a social gathering with me one evening this week? If we attend the gathering and discover that we enjoy each other's company, we could become boyfriend and girlfriend. That could lead to marriage.
Dan, I cannot think that far into the future. We are only 18 years of age, and so many life challenges are happening during this period of our lives.
That is very true, Sally. I apologize for being very forward with you.
You are forgiven. However, I would be happy to attend that social gathering with you.
Really?
Yes, as friends.
That is very exciting. May I ask for your cellular telephone number, beginning with 1 and then the area code?
Yes, I will give you my number, and you may send a text message to my cellular phone. I will respond.
Wow. My first day of college has been much better than I first thought it would be.
Just then, a tall woman wearing a beret and smoking a cigarette in a long black cigarette holder walked into the front of the room. With a strong French accent, she said,
Bonjour.
Fade out.
In 1932, 2 sleuths, Veronica Caputo and Frankie Bevins, were hot on a case down by the docks when they were accidentally frozen in a cryogenics experiment. They thawed out 90 years later, and now they are back on 2024's hottest cases. We now find Bevins in his 17th floor apartment office, waiting for that next big lead.
I told you, Charlie, I'd send the rent check over in the morning.
This isn't Charlie.
Then who is it?
Jerry, I just wanted to talk to you.
What do you want? I'm a detective. What are you looking for?
I heard you say you were sending in a rent check tomorrow.
That's right. What's it to you?
The rent in this city is just too high. How are us working class people able to survive, much less thrive in this economy?
I know. Back where I come from, $1 went a long way.
And we need to get back to those simple American values, where the money we make can go into our pockets instead of into the hands of those greedy landlords.
Exactly. Hey, what is this?
That's why I think you should support me, Jerry Mandarin, for mayor. Not only can you vote, but you can also give to the campaign. We take cash, check, credit card, or Bitcoin.
Why, yada. Get out of my office. I thought you were bringing me work, and you're only trying to take my cash. Get out.
I was just trying to help.
I'm just sitting here trying to figure out a plan. Now get. Hi.
Bevins, I found the world's greatest coffee, and it's just 2 blocks over. They didn't have any decaf, so I got all the calf, and now I feel as lit as that bush that Moses was talking to. I took my giant mug so I could fill it to the brim. Now I have coffee all day.
Who is it?
Hi, this is your fellow citizen, Candy. Candy Date.
Get out of here, I tell you. Scram!
People, these petty beggars are everywhere. This caffeine has made my head feel like the Liberty Lady's torch. I'm going to run some laps in the other room.
Go away.
This here's Phil E. Buster. With your help, we can clean up the streets in this town.
I'm gonna clean you up, bub. Move on before I call the fuzz.
It's Gavin Erner. As little as $10 will go a long way to change our community.
Hi, neighbor. Make sure you cast that vote for Fiona Hayes and come knock on some doors with us.
Ethan Cunningham for dog catcher. Make sure you vote for Ethan Cunningham.
What is all this foolery? The bangs and yells, it's giving me a crushing cranial cramp. What do they want, Bevins? What do they want?
They want our money, Veronica.
These buffoons are barking up the wrong tree. Asking us for
I
money
know.
is like asking a desert for rain. We're all dried up.
Yeah.
This is madness. I cannot take the pounding anymore.
Yeah, come on, Veronica. Let's get out of
All right.
here.
Our two sleuths made a mad dash for the window, shimmied down the fire escape, and leapt directly into a large pile of trash.
Good heavens, Bevins! I've got banana peel stuck to my brand new gown. It smells like the opening night of a cheap off-Broadway musical starring Loretta Loy. It stinks, I tell you, it stinks! Good thing I have a tight lid on this mug. Sweet goodness.
Come on, Veronica. Give me your hand.
I'll jump and you can catch me.
Of course.
3, 2,
Boy,
1!
I don't think
Ha-ha!
that's really good.
Thank you for breaking my fall. Now, where are we going? My legs are moving so fast my shoes might begin to smoke.
I don't know. Just away from those ridiculous...
Wow, that was a long fall. Are you two okay?
We've been better. Much better.
You have a banana peel on your shoulder. Here, let me get that
Why,
off.
thank you, little man. I appreciate the common decency.
Well, that's the kind of service I provide. And that's the kind of service you're going to expect for the next 4 years when you vote for me, Mason Woolery.
Get away, man. Get away before I
They're
punch you in the next
everywhere.
week.
Spare change for the campaign.
Spare change for a down-on-her-luck public servant.
Spare change.
Bevins, it's too
Spare
much.
change.
Let's go this way. Hey, here, guys. Hey, come
I'm
this
not
way.
falling for
Come
that
here.
again.
No, come on, I promise. Come on.
Change. Brains.
Hey, here, we're safe here. Who are we having the pleasure of meeting, sir?
Yeah, who are you, buddy, and what do you want with us?
I'm Paul McCarthy.
Who?
Paul, McCarthy? I know, it sounds like one of the Beatles.
A man
It's
sounds
not.
like a beetle? That's preposterous. Why does this man keep repeating his name like we're supposed to know who he is? We've never seen you before, man. Who are you and what do you want?
I'm the vice
Ugh,
mayor?
We don't have any money for you. Let us go.
No, I don't want your money. I want to hire you.
Oh. We are listening, Vice Mayor.
This town's being flooded by people who think they can run a city, but most of them don't have the slightest idea what it takes and absolutely no experience in law or public service. They think that just because they've been to a government building before, that they can be obnoxious, that they can then run a city. Then, when they're elected, it turns into a circus.
P.T. and James Anthony wouldn't employ these hee-haws for the Big Top Bonanza sideshow showcase festival of fun or circus celebration. They're sad, begging for money when all they want is votes.
See, exactly. Public office isn't supposed to be pomp and circumstance, glitz and
Hey,
glamour.
little man, leave the alliteration to me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to step in on your
Thank
thing. It's supposed to be a group of dedicated public servants who work for the people. The less you hear about them, the better.
Amen to that, Pete Cathy.
McCarthy?
Who?
So, how do we stop this?
Well, we created the Swift People Acquisition Control Executive Force, or Space Force, and pinpointed one common factor. All the wannabe politicians listen to one artist, one Taylor Swin. Now, here's the address of the venue she's playing tonight. You'll be met by the head of security, Patrick Parson. Sorry, not meaning the alliteration, it's just his name. We're not sure what she's doing to convince these people, but that's why we're hiring you.
Veronica and Bevins left Penn Cartwright.
Paul McCarthy.
Whatever. They made a beeline with a quick pit stop for more coffee to Empire Street Stadium, where they were met once more by Patrick Parson.
Veronica, we are on a case. We cannot waste our precious time and money on coffee. How much did that
I'm
cost?
hooked, I tell you. Flat out hooked.
Hold it right there. What do you think you're doing
We're here
huh?
to see the great Taylor Swin. Now move out of our way.
Look, everyone here is to see Taylor, so scram, all right?
We're on
Beat
the
it.
list.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. What's the name there, Toots?
No one calls me Toots, you sad excuse for a human. My name's Veronica Caputo, and this here is Frankie Bevins.
Veronica Caputo, huh? Well, look at that. Says here you're not on the
Not
list.
on the list.
Unless your name is Matt Damon, Damon Wayans, Waylon Jennings, Jenny McCarthy, Paul McCarthy, Vice Mayor, Melissa McCarthy, Melissa Joan Hart, Hart singer Ann, or Nancy Wilson, Wilson Phillips, Philip Phillips, Phil Joel, Joel Smallbone, Leon Redbone, Landon Donovan, Donovan Frankenreither, Frank Oz, Ozzie Smith Smith, and Wes Anderson, Anderson Cooper, hanging with Mr. Cooper, Cooper Cup, or Charles Barkley, then you are not on the list,
This attitude
sweetheart.
is wafting over me like the stench of thrice-filled leaky diaper, and I am full of caffeine, so test me one more time, bozo.
Listen here, hey. Listen, we're detectives, hired by the voice mayor to investigate Miss Swin. Oh, so you're cops, huh? Even more reason to kick you off our property. Without a warrant, you got nothing. Now get out of here before I call someone who can make yous.
Well, I don't like the attitude of this one, Bevins. How dare a rent-a-cop talk to us like this? Where do you get the nerve? Where do you get the nerve? One more pesky remark from you and I'm going to take off my stiletto and sink it into your...
Settle, Veronica.
You're a privileged person, Patrick Parson. I was perfectly poised to produce permanent pain to your posterior, but you were purely preserved by my partner playing pretend about providing protection for your precious posterior.
Veronica, that was impressive even by your
Thank
standards. You have 3 seconds to vacate this property. Here's $200.
Her dressing room is the third one on the right. Just right this way, please. Veronica and Bevins slipped past the guard and snuck down the hallway of the arena. It was filled with dancers and musicians preparing for the show.
Did someone take my sneakers?
No one's feet are as big as yours, girlfriend.
Justin, you are just the worst. I can't believe you'd say that.
7 minutes, everyone. 7 minutes.
Veronica and Bevins arrived at Taylor's door and slip in without knocking.
Where is she, Bevins? Taylor, make your presence known.
Maybe we missed her. She didn't leave too long ago. She left an electronic device, maybe one of those cell phones.
From out of nowhere, a cry wails out from a dark corner where a large, burly man sits.
Oh, Jehoshaphat, who are you?
My name is Tyler. Tyler Gilson.
Where is Taylor, you large beast of a man? We need to talk to her right now.
There she is.
Bevins, why did he point at that electronic device?
I think he's insinuating that this electronic device is the Taylor Swin.
I don't understand. Quit speaking in codes and use real English.
I just found out she's not a real person. We were dating for almost a year, then someone told me she's really the Pixel Phantom 3000. She was assembled by scientists.
This is madness. The greatest pop star in the world is nothing more than lights and mirrors.
They said she was created by scientists in an MIT lab in 1989. Their goal was to take over the world through music. They finally created a prototype in 2003, but it was faulty. Instead of going straight for pop, they elected to make her a country star. You could be a little pitchy, or in her case, very pitchy as a country star, and they'll still listen. But now they've perfected auto-tune, and she can entertain hundreds of millions of people. They just wheel her in on a cart to the stage, push the power button, and she sings 80,000 followers 4 at a time, and now a lonely ex-boyfriend.
She's a fake, a fraud, a sham. What is this world coming to?
So, what about the politicians?
They put subliminal messages in each song. If they can have all the public believing that they can run the world, then everything will become mass chaos. And that's when they swoop in. Their goal is to keep people depressed, so they need Taylor more than ever.
These manic manipulators.
And now, my whole world is shattered. I loved this woman. She was supposed to write her next album about me.
What a sad man. Here, have some of this miracle coffee. It will hop you up on caffeine.
Thanks.
Do you feel like a man again?
I sure do. And you know what I think about all this?
Tyler pours coffee on the electronic device known as Taylor Swin. After a few sparks fly, smoke billows out of the machine. Veronica and Bevins race back to their office.
Where's that?
I need $500.
I thought all the solicitations were over.
This is Charlie.
Who?
Your landlord. Now give me my money before I break this door down. That'll do it for this episode of Veronica and Bevins. Join us next week when Veronica goes undercover as a yoga instructor.
I don't care. Just put your hands over your head and act like you're thinking. You're too relaxed anyway. You need to tighten up.
Hello? Hello?
Hi there.
Oh, thank goodness. You made it.
Yeah, I got the message that you were cornered by a snake.
Yeah, two actually. Two snakes, and I'm backed up against this boulder here.
You've got yourself in a tight spot.
Yeah.
How long you been like this?
I don't know, an hour, maybe two? I can't break eye contact with the snakes, so I can't look at my watch.
Yeah, don't break eye contact. That only shows weakness.
Yeah.
And if for 1 second those snakes assume you're a week-old hare, they will probably have you for dinner.
Yeah, okay. Wait, what?
Don't worry, we'll take good care of you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, thank goodness. I thought about trying to jump over them.
Oh, I don't think Hamish Care could jump over these things if they wanted to get you.
Hamish? Who? What?
You must not have watched the Olympics.
No.
He won the high jump.
Could we just kind of focus on the...
Yes, all right.
Okay.
Let me just take a look at the snakes.
Okay.
Ooh, these are some angry little boogers.
Have you ever caught or messed with these kinds of snakes before?
Oh, yes, all the time.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's see here.
Everything okay?
Yeah, they are just a little too far out of my reach. I don't think I'll be able to apprehend them with my stick.
Okay. What are we gonna do?
It's fine. We're just gonna have to try our backup option.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just get her out.
Look, her?
Oh yeah, we have a snake-eating cat. Let me just get out Fluffy.
Wait, what?
We have a snake-eating cat. She can neutralize those snakes very quickly.
You only have a cat? Is it like a mongoose or something?
No, cats are the most effective and fearless.
Yeah, but they're also the most annoying animals in the animal kingdom. I mean, they side-eye you between their 10-hour naps. Good for nothing. Thank you for your help. Look, you can just leave me here. It's fine.
I promise, once we get the cat out of the bag, he will take care of the snakes.
I'm just fine, okay? Run along.
Yeah, but...
No. You're not hearing me. I'm good. Take your bag with the dreaded cats out of here.
What about your...
I'm good. They're gonna run out of steam in the next 30 minutes to 6 hours or so, however long it takes. It'll be better than being around a cat person.
Are you?
Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah, please, get the cat out of my sight, move along, okay? Yikes, let's go. Bye, goodbye. Jeez, that was close. Cats, man.
Rover here, spokes dog for the DOG. August 26th is National Dog Day, and let's make this year special. Instead of praising yourself as a dog owner, try focusing a little more on our feelings. That's right. We're tired of wearing bows in our hair, or having you put little shoes on our feet. Demoralizing. And what's even worse, the haircuts you give us that make us look like we are 87-year-old women leaving the beauty salon after getting our hair twigged. We want dog haircuts. A little thin during the summer, nice and shaggy during the winter. Just let us be dogs. We're not your child. We like to sniff around other dogs. We like to roll around in the mud and bark at cars like we would actually have a chance to catch one. So this year, instead of thinking about yourself and how you can sashay us around, allow us to be dogs.
This past month, I made the long drive back to where I grew up in the toenail of Virginia. It's a quiet place where everyone knows each other's dirty laundry because, well, they're stuck in the same gap together. Most of my family still lives there, but I was the one who got out. I used to say that I was fortunate, but the older I get, the more I wonder who really is, the Exeters or those who just stuck it out. I used to think passing strangers who lived on your block was how a neighborhood should work. But the older I get, the more I value in knowing your neighbors' names and where they grew up and all the other gossip that I can get a hold of. I went back for my daughter to visit her people. She has a big family. Some she's kin to by blood, others not. Every time an expat comes to town with a little one, they have to make all the stops. Being a grandparent or a parent and parading your child around is like owning a boat. You love that boat. You cherish that boat. You think it's the best boat in the world. But when someone says, "Oh, that's the cutest little boat," you have to reply, "Well, thanks." But it's just so much trouble and it's just always sputtering. I tell you, it's a lot more work than I thought I was signing up for, when all you really want to say is, I know, isn't she the cutest little thing you've ever seen? But can't say that. You have to downplay it as much as possible. Not a big fan of all the oohing and ahhing of babies, so I left that for the grandparents and caught up with my cousin. He's the one that tried to get out, but begrudgingly he ended up staying. He's the pastor of the Last Baptist Church in town, and that's the name, Last Baptist Church, not the description, even though it's the only one that did survive. Matthew's preaching on Luke 12, the parable of the rich fool, about a man who had an abundance of crops, so much that he didn't have anywhere to put them, so he tore down all his barns and built new and bigger ones to store it up for himself. And he didn't even make it to the next day. Matthew hasn't decided how he will illustrate it yet, but this week's been a little busy for them because they did have a death in the family this week. His younger sister Joan, their family cat Whiskers, died unexpectedly this week. Matthew has 3 siblings. He's the oldest. There's Matthew, then Mark, then Luke, and then Joan is the youngest. This is the first time their kids have had to deal with death, so they've had to figure out how to navigate it. At first, Joan's kids asked if they could cremate the cat. Her oldest said that she heard from a friend at school that they had cremated her grandmother, so she wanted to do the same for the cat. Joan was on board and said she would, until she realized it was going to cost $200. So instead of breaking the news to the kids, they just buried Whiskers out back and then pulled some ashes out of the fire pit. Matthew came over and officiated the funeral for Whiskers, and then the kids wanted to bury the ashes out back. Forgetting where they actually buried Whiskers, they dug a hole until they started to dig up some pieces of hair from their cat, and that's when they offered to bury Whiskers in the lake. About then we passed my old babysitter Pearl.
Get on off my yard! I tell you, the next time I see you kids on my grass with them bikes, I'll be waiting with the hose. Don't you laugh at me. I know where you sleep, Tuckaboon. Don't make me come over there late at night when you're all tucked in. I sick rusty on you, and he ain't had his rabies shot in 3 years. Oh, hello, Loretta. Sure is dry. I don't think it's ever going to rain again. Every time I walk through the grass, it crunches under my feet. Ain't heard a crunch like that since the last time Earl had me walk on his back. Never asked me to do that again. Loretta, what you think about that Ryan Seacrest boy taking over for Pat on the wheel? I just don't know what to think about it. There's only ever gonna be one Pat Sajak. Oh, I guess I'll give it a try, but I tell you right now, it ain't gonna be the same, never. Hell, I cry every night when I see reruns of Pat. Oh, that was Earl's cousin Barbara's car that was in our driveway. They were staying with us for a while. You ain't gonna believe this, but her husband Clayton won the lottery 2 weeks ago. You see, he got addicted to them Snickers again. Yeah, a few weeks ago, he was on a real bender, and that day it got up to 97 degrees. He was feeding his habit with a Snickers and a Coke. So he bought a couple of lotto tickets while he was there, and darned if he didn't hit the jackpot. The first thing he wanted was to buy a new house. So they put all their stuff in a storage container, rented a bulldozer, and tore down that house. Sure did. All the way to the foundation. Then, the next day, he went to cash in his lotto ticket, and when they scanned it, nothing came up. He said they must have scanned 20 times. That's about the time he brushed his thumb across the ticket and, sure enough, wiped away 3 bits of Snickers. Those 2 8s were really 3s and the 6 was a 5. Yeah, it was wild, I tell you. Anyway, they didn't have a house yet, so they stayed with us for a week, and now they're at my sister's place. You can't bake a cake before cracking the eggs, you know what I mean? Oh, all right, let me get on in here and do something. Oh, boy, you better stay off my yard if you know what's good for you. Let me get Rusty already. We fed him mushrooms for dinner, and you know what that does to his bowels.
So Matt's not sure what he'll talk about when it comes to the parable of the rich fool, but hopefully he'll dig something up. Well, that's going to do it for this month's episode of the Main Street Music Show. For more information about our show, visit our website at mainstreetmusicshow.com. Main Street players are Jamie Cloutier and Daniel Cross. Our theme song was performed by Caleb Garza. Show is written by Jay Corton. Roundtable Pitches was written by Elissa Stelzner. Main Street Music Show is a Murray production, and until next time, so long, everybody.
Turn your radio on and listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on and your glory share. Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.